Hey, it's Laptop Shopping Buddy, and today I'm going to be going over the Lenovo Flex 3 80JK0021US version. I left a link below in the description to get the best discount going on right now for this model, so be sure to check that out. And I'm going to get right into it with the notable features. This model has a 14-inch IPS display, and for those who aren't familiar with an IPS display, they are pretty much a must for a touchscreen device such as this one because you get much more accurate colors and you get those wide viewing angles. And for a laptop like this where you have multiple angles, you could fold it 360 degrees and use it just a ton of different ways. That wide viewing angle is a must-have because you won't have that washout effect that non-IPS displays have. So another thing to contribute to the awesome screen quality is the 1080p resolution. You get that high pixel density, so you could just display much more on the screen at the same time as opposed to a 1366 by 768 where like one small window will take up a large portion of the screen. So if you're a graphics designer, you have to have that workflow where you have multiple windows up at the same time. The 1080p resolution will work great for you. So obviously this is a touchscreen display and it has 10-point multi-touch, meaning you could use up to 10 fingers at the same time to navigate. So you have tons of options in terms of navigation and how you use this laptop. You could use it as a standard laptop mode, you could fold it into a tent mode or a stand mode, and of course you have that tablet mode in case you want to lounge on the couch or whatever. This thing could do all of that. So that's what makes the Flex 3 series so attractive. So for battery life, you'd expect up to 6 hours of battery life. Obviously this depends on what you're doing. I would say on average you're going to get about 4 to 6 hours of battery life. It weighs about 4.3 pounds and it's only 0.85 inches thick. So it's pretty portable and it has a pretty small footprint as well. Now I'm going to get into the specifications of this model so you could get a good idea of what kind of performance you can expect. So the processor is an Intel Core i7-5500U. This processor was just recently released in 2015. It's a 5th generation Core i7, so it's running Broadwell architecture, and it has turbo boost up to 3.0 GHz with a base clock speed of 2.4 GHz. So it's pretty powerful. It can handle pretty much any application you could throw at it. And it's also good for office and multimedia purposes. So there's 8 GB of DDR3 RAMs, so you have good multitasking capabilities, and 8 GB is plenty for most users and for the purpose of this laptop. The GPU is the Intel HD Graphics 5500. It's not designed for gaming, but you can handle some low demand games. Some modern games you might be able to get away with on the lowest settings, but this thing is not designed for gaming. It's more for multimedia purposes and HD video playback. So one of my favorite things about this model, it has a 1TB plus 8GB SSHD. So this is one drive, but it has a 1TB portion with a spinning disk, and it has a separate solid state portion so Windows can store cached files and access them very quickly, and this results in quicker boot times, and overall you'll get a nice performance boost over just a traditional hard drive with a spinning disk. And you get the added benefit of a 1TB of space, so you can store a fair amount of music, media, and larger files. Other notes, there's 2 USB 3 ports, 1 USB 2 port. There's an HDMI out port so you can hook up to that external display. There's also an RJ45 Ethernet port, microphone headphone combo jack, and it also has that 4-in-1 card reader. To conclude, I really like this Lenovo Flex 3. It has great performance and there's just so many different ways you can use it. And not to mention it's really portable as well. Be sure to check out that link below in the description because you're going to get the best discount going on right now. I hope you found this quick overview helpful.